Hi, welcome to the Goddess Flame Tarot. Today we are here to do another reading, and I'm here to check in after the full moon. Like, we just went through the full moon, and I just want to check in terms of, what's happening in the energies. So, take what resonates, leaves the rest. Don't force the situation into yourself. If this does not suit you or match you, just let it be. Probably this was not your reading. Okay, and some of the signs that I've been picking up is you could be someone who has bad throat, or feeling like you're falling sick, because since morning I have bad headache, and this is the first time. I don't know what's happening to my voice. This is not the case just few seconds ago. Okay, so I'm picking up someone who is working on their throat chakra. Hello. Yeah, okay, better. Let's see who is this reading for and what do we have today. Okay. The first card that I get is the Nine of Pentacles. This tells me that this reading is for a feminine who has done the work, the feminine who has worked on their inner child issues, who has been invested. And the Nine of Pentacles also tells me that you're independent, you're powerful, and you have all the resources that you need in order to build your life. You're committed to yourself, and the only thing that you now need in your life to have a Ten of Pentacles or a complete picture is love. And you are learning how to love, how to let love in without being in fear mode, because in the past you might have faced a lot of betrayals. You might have abandoned yourself just to keep love in your life, and now you are learning how to trust and how to observe if the opposite person is here with genuine intention to commit without self-abandonment. And you're now learning how to let someone in and give that time and space for it to build over time. Okay, you could be someone who is working on their throat chakra, because this was not the case just a minute ago. Okay. There are so many cards that's just falling out. Okay, so the next card that fell is the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles tells me the continuation of the Ace of Pentacles. So let me show you this. We were talking about the Nine of Pentacles. We have got the Page of Pentacles. So if you see, the total number of pentacles that is available in this card is 10 of Pentacles. So the mentioning of that love that I was talking about is coming your way. This new opportunity or this new love, I think it's also teaching you how to have patience with yourself to check if you're ready for a relationship, patience with the relationship also, to see, like, taking the time to give yourself sufficient space and time to feel safe with that other person. You're now learning to recognize the difference between someone who is learning about you. Is it out of an intention to commit with you, or is it out of an intention to, like, some people want to waste time. They say, oh, we're still in the early phases of relationship, I don't know, we still need to get to know each other. So it's just more of like, they're wasting time because they don't know what they want, and you're now learning to recognize that. So this patience that is being taught to you is more with an intention to recognize whatever the potential you observe with the other person. Are they showing that in their actions? Are they sincere? Are they willing to invest in the relationship? Are they just being here because they are confused, or are you just there time pass? So how does this person make you feel? So you're learning to have patience in building what you really want in a relationship, learning about them, learning about you, learning how this makes you feel. So is someone using you, or are you getting what you require? So that's the patience that this card is bringing you forward with. Okay, how is the feminine showing up during this learning phase. I have 3 cards. Okay. The 3 cards that fell are, I'll start with the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords tells me that you're a feminine. During this learning of letting love in, you are not compromising on your communication. Okay, you are someone who has learned love the hard way. You have learned that love does not mean you let go of your self-worth. So you are now learning how to communicate your boundaries. You are now learning not to let people, treat you like a doormat just because you want to keep them in your you want to keep them in your life in the name of a relationship. So you're now learning how to be in your power and protect your boundaries and not let others command how you're feeling. So you're not letting anyone manipulate you, you're not letting anyone give you some lies. So you are now very clear with your communication. You have learned how to be very clear. You have recognized what your requirements are, so you're not letting anyone who does not align with it make you feel any other way. Okay, so the next card that fell is the Emperor. So this I see is 2 things. Okay, one is you are looking for a steady, committed relationship where you both are invested, you both want to grow, and I feel you also want to be able to see that secure foundation in love. Okay, here's what I'm seeing. There is a lady in her best capacity. She's looking for love. She is also improving her communication. Now, what do you need in your relationship? You need it to be steady. You need it to be soft. You need this relationship to make you feel soft. You don't want to be sitting in the position of, doing everything. And also, you don't want to be in this masculine energy, and you want to feel safe enough so that, your inner feminine comes out and starts just playing. Okay. So you're looking for something which is stable, protective, safe, and where you can grow. You can grow and elevate together. Now, if that is one side of what you're feeling or what you need in the relationship, I see there is also a person who has the potential to be this Emperor, and they could be connected to you in any form. Could be from the past, could be someone in the present who is with you. They could be someone you have recently met, or someone who you have felt that has a potential to be your counterpart, and you are now wondering, now that I've grown so much, is this person capable of coming to the Emperor's energy? Okay, and will this person be able to take the responsibility of the relationship? So this is something that you have been thinking about, and I feel this masculine is your counterpart, and they are in the Chariot energy. Okay, so the Chariot is moving forward, and what this tells me is that this masculine is now learning how to integrate love and compassion. Probably in the past, this person was trying to control the relationship, trying to control you, gaslighting you, manipulating you. But now this person is learning how to hold space for control and compassion, at the same time also direction and devotion. Yes, they can lead the way, but they don't have to be very controlling over what you do, what you don't do. How do they be devoted to the relationship, at the same time be as an emperor doing their job, okay, without making it just about what's winning for them, right? So this masculine is now being told to arrive fully. When I say fully, have that emotional maturity to regulate their emotions, have that maturity to give you space to regulate your emotions. How can they make you feel safe? Maybe in the past, if they were rushing to say, this is the outcome that I'm looking for, now they are saying that, now they are being pushed to think about, what should they do? What should they provide such that you feel the safety and comfort with them? Okay. What is this masculine thinking? I don't even have to shuffle. There are 2-3 cards falling. Okay. The first card that I get is the Ace of Swords, which tells me this masculine wants to communicate with you. Okay, they want to bring in some kind of communication, and this communication is to let you know that they have gone from the ego-centered masculine to the one who wants to come prepared and aligned with the goals towards you as a soul to soul connection. Okay, and this masculine wants to reconnect, probably could give you a message or a call. So if he wants to reconnect with you, and if he wants to come in with a truth, with a sorry, with an apology, with the intention to grow with you, he has to face his own truths first. His inner conversations, what he is lied to himself, he has to fight them all, and he has to also, make sure that he recognizes what is the past mistakes that he has done in this relationship, so he has to fix that too. So he is now learning how to communicate clearly, courageously, so that he comes with an intention to give you the relationship. The reason I say give you the relationship is because I get the Two of Cups. Two of Cups also tells me that this masculine is being awakened to give you that equality, equal give and take, in terms of offering you that emotional maturity, the way you stood for him, and he is now being asked to look in and give that form of offer to you. So he recognizes that he cannot just come and give you some kind of conversation, and he knows that it could break the relationship if he does not come in by fixing the past or changing the pattern. If there's been a lot of patterns of deceit and everything, he has to fix that. So unless and until he fixes that with himself and gives you equal give and take, this relationship cannot go forward. The reason I also say that is because I get the Seven of Swords, which tells me that in the past this masculine has lied a lot. He could have cheated on you, he could have manipulated you, gaslighted you. Somewhere this feels like he could be a narcissistic tendency to, now that I mentioned narcissist, see how you want to handle it. Okay, there are people who say that don't ever go back to a narcissist. I would say if you're an empath, if you're really this feminine who has learned to if you have learned how to handle a narcissist, and if you know that you are now in the empress position where no matter who that person is, you have learned to handle them, then living with a narcissist is not a challenge for you, because you will no longer trust anyone and you will only see the actions. So you will rely only on the actions and what they are. So I feel this person has deceived a lot in the past. They could have not shared information, withheld information. They could have denied a lot of things that you asked them to keep accountable for. So this person could have done all those things, and right now they are no longer able to hold their own narrative of being in that ego mindset. Okay, they really want to feel the calmness that they felt with you. They want that relationship, and they recognize that in order to have that relationship, they need to hold themselves accountable. They need to show up wanting this relationship equally as you want it. So, and this person has had an ego death, and right now they are being asked to have some clarity in terms of what their desires are, why they desire that. So could be in the past they had a lot of options and you were feeling emotionally drained because they always had something to chase. The grass was always greener on the other side. They felt like even investing 1 minute with you felt like taking away their career for a few years. So they never invested any time the minute they felt like it could impact their ego. Okay, so because he really wanted to show up as the emperor in the society or in the external world without being that internally. And I think oh my god, I really want to say feminine, I'm really proud of you, because if you were able to put such a relationship behind and come to your Nine of Pentacles, then that is something that you have achieved. I'm really, really proud of you. So I would say with this masculine, if they come back with the communication, use that inner wisdom that we saw in the Page of Pentacles. Use that inner wisdom to recognize, is this person just repeating the patterns or are they showing up? So that's the patience. That is why you need that patience, because if you need to recognize this person's repeating patterns, or if you need to recognize that, can you really trust them, there's some time needed. There is at least few months needed to see, without attachment, are they showing up the right way, are they repeating the patterns? Because by now, let us assume that this happened some months ago or weeks ago, and they have reprogrammed themselves to be a better narcissist, because that's how narcissism works. They use the language, and then they would have learned a new language or a pattern with another partner or with you itself, and they now know what makes you tick. So are they coming to love bomb you? So I think what I'm sensing is the Queen of Swords, or the communication that you're learning, is how do you leverage your clear communication in order to recognize whether these people are narcissistic, or whether they are really improving and coming back. Okay, one last card. You have worked a lot on yourself. You have come back victoriously. Okay. Is this masculine coming in changed? Is this masculine coming in changed? Or is this communication to just see what's happening with you? They are juggling their options. Okay, they are tired of being in their King of Wands, like putting in all the action, earning all the money, getting all the fame, and they now just want to take a leap of it. They are done with the nonsense of being in their ego and in the over emperor position. This is going to be a fruitful relationship, because they are planning long term. They have gone through betrayal, and they are coming with an opportunity with you. So these are the cards that I get, which says me that. Okay, first of all, this person has been sitting in their with their pentacles, taking a lot of action to prove that they are the doer. They can be all that they want, and probably they had been holding on to their cards very tightly without giving you a long-term view, but they were making their own long-term visions and plans with the people they were associated with. That put this person in a lot of backstabbing. They had that ego death, and finally they are at a position that they would like to give the right offer to you and not someone else. Okay, wow, this is a good ending. But then, though it's a good ending, like happily ever after, before you even get to that, what I really want to tell is, okay, before I close, where did the card go? Mommy, where did the Nine of Pentacles go? Okay, you got what I mean. So the first card we saw was Nine of Pentacles, and I get the last card to be the Ace of Pentacles, which tells me that this connection is going to get that full cycle. And the advice to the feminine is, only trust the actions, only trust what you feel, and don't let anyone else manipulate what you're feeling. Okay, with this, I would like to close this reading today. And the post full moon energies is that like how you are being prepared, the masculine is also being prepared to face their own traumas, face their own journey before they come to you. Okay, I wish you all the best.